witches. I am here to have a fun, low-key chat with you about my winter favorites. I did spring, summer, and fall favorites, so it is time for winter. And I am just sitting here having fireside chats because it's a little cool out today. So you might hear some crackling fire, and that is coming from behind me, which is definitely my first favorite on the list. I absolutely love that my parents' house has a fireplace. This has been so nice, so easy to connect with the fire element because their fireplace is also remote control. So it turns on and off and up and down with this remote control, and I love everything about that. The next favorite on my list, I just have to say, is rest. I have absolutely loved being able to rest this past season. I took time off on the podcast, I took time from YouTube, and things at my house were crazy with the construction, but I have been able to rest like myself, get proper sleep, and I can't say enough about that. I have been so loving my rest. Favorite herb this winter has been juniper berries. I love these. Juniper has very strong cleansing properties. They will clear out everything. So absolutely wonderful for banishing negative energy, and in its place, attracting good luck. Juniper also deters thieves. So you can grind up juniper berries and sprinkle that at your front door to keep the porch pirates away for all of those things that you order online. Favorite crystal of these past couple of months has been goldstone, specifically the green. And this is gonna be impossible to see just on my camera like this, so I'm gonna have to do a close-up of it. But goldstone is a man-made glass that has copper in it to make these reflective specks, so it looks like glittery. And there is blue, green, brown, and red, I believe. And I have 3 of the 4. And I have been loving the green one lately. But the green glittering stone has just been great for the season. It's very cheery and holiday-ish for me. Copper, like the copper flecks in here, is a great conduit for energy. So it's great for directing healing energy. But goldstone in general is also a stone of grounding and protection, and it helps shield your body from negative frequencies. I also find the green goldstone to be sort of a motivating stone. So great for like dreams and moving forward. So I think this is going to be really helpful in, going into 2023 and setting and achieving goals. This will continue to be very useful. Next up is books. So the one I have been loving and using the most this month is absolutely Botanical Brews. This has been so much fun for the holiday season, holiday parties. There is just absolutely everything in here. And it is not just liquor. There is like tea and other herbs in here that have nothing to do with booze. But there are a lot of really fun cocktails in here, and they have all proven delicious and magical, and not just all Yule related, but just in general. It gives you all of the details about vodka and beer and rum, all of those things, and what they mean magically and how to infuse them into different cocktails for different intentions. And such great information. You can see that I've got it tabbed a bunch of places of like more cocktails that I am going to be making before the end of this year. So really loving this one lately. I have, of course, also been loving YA fiction books. Like that is what I have been reading like crazy. So this one, really enjoying this series. That there's been a whole bunch of them that I have been reading because that is my other favorite, which is the Kindle. I got the little Kindle Paperwhite. My husband got me this for my birthday, and I have been loving it ever since, and the Kindle Unlimited subscription that goes along with it. There are so many witchcraft books that are a part of the Kindle Unlimited. I can't believe it. So I have a whole list going of everything I want to get through, but there are also a ton of, fantasy books, YA fiction, like all that stuff that I love. So many options on the Kindle Unlimited. So I have been loving this way more than I thought that I would. The Paperwhite is the perfect size. I love it at night for like not being so bright. And a really great option when I can't always get to the library, or the library has a super long wait for the book that I'm looking for. Great option for the Kindle. I use it so much more than I originally thought that I would. And I thought that I was going to use it a lot. I've surpassed even that. Another favorite has been, of course, Stovetop Potpourri. That is where you have a pot of water going on the stove and you add various herbs into it that correspond to your intention, and you leave that on a simmer and just constantly fill up the water so it can simmer all day, it can simmer multiple days, and it makes the entire house smell. I love that. And there are so many different combinations that I have been using, but for this particular season, there has been orange, cinnamon, apple slices, rosemary, cranberries, all the time. And a little dash of vanilla. It smells so good. The whole house smells amazing. And I am just infusing that sort of uplifting energy of all of those ingredients. I mean, each one has its own association, but all together, it's just this really great, cozy, uplifting, welcoming scent and energy that spreads throughout the house. So can't say enough about that. I did already show my witchy tree charms, my little bird feeders that I put out. Those have been a lot of fun. There was a baby possum that took all of them, especially the ones that I had coated in peanut butter, like climbed up the little tree and ripped them all down and ran off with them. So they are gone. So those were a favorite. There were so many, there's like tons of blue jays and stuff out there, like all these animals out there that were loving it. So they all had quite a feast with that. So that was a lot of fun, but I still had oranges left. I have oranges left to make my other favorite, which is pomanders. So let me know if you make those during this time of year. That is where you take an orange and you take whole cloves and you take that pointed end of the clove and you stick them into the orange, whether that is covering them all, whether that is making a pattern. You take them like this and you puncture them right in like that. They smell so good. They end up looking so good when they have all like the pattern around them. You can use a needle to make the puncture first if it is hurting your fingers to keep pressing the heads of the cloves in all the time, but they are very witchy in nature and just the mix smells so good. And they can in fact dry out and last a really long time. So I think it's a fun, craft to do. A fun witchy activity for the Yule season. So those are all of the witchy favorites that I had to share that I have been loving lately and especially loving for the winter season. So let me know in the comments if we have any of the same favorites. Let me know what you have been reading and loving lately, because obviously I am constantly adding books to my reading list. And if you have any other favorites that you think I should check out, let me know. And I will see you in the next one.